So what would you do if I cheated on you?
Where is the strangest place we've had sex? When are we having kids?
We have something to tell you guys.
Sipping on those morning greens, Julia's got her decaf coffee going. And today in this video, we're gonna sit down and answer some tough questions that we've never talked about. Hello, David. Hey, bro. Have you ever discussed what would happen if one of you cheats on another? A little bit, I think. So what would you do if I cheated on you?
I mean, I think I'd want to find out why and what happened, but ultimately I think we'd have to get divorced because I would just never feel like I could trust you. I'd never let you out of my sight, and I just feel like that wouldn't be healthy for kids.
So you try to figure it out, but you think ultimately it wouldn't work out?
Well, I just would want some closure, and I think that's such a girl thing, but I would want to know why, what I did wrong or how.
For me, it'd be over just because I wouldn't be able to trust you, and it would eat away at me if I stayed with you, and it would just ruin it. Honestly, I think I wouldn't get mad in the moment. I'd just be like, all right, pack up your bags.
Get the fuck out.
And this is already make this happen. And that's why it's crucial not to marry someone if there's any shred of doubt in your mind. And obviously, something could still happen. You can't prevent that. But even there's a shred of doubt that you're worried about, what they're doing when they're not with you. No, don't make that commitment. All right, this one's for Julia. What makes you feel like you are safe with them?
I think that if we were walking down the street and someone tried to grab me or do something, I know he has my back and he would beat the shit out of somebody. So I think that's the biggest thing is that he knows how to fight. He isn't afraid of confrontation, and I just ultimately feel really safe with someone like that.
So it's only my physical attributes that make you feel safe with me?
No, I think it's also the way you compose yourself, and I know that you're not a hothead and you're not gonna go and start things, but I know you'll finish them, right? You know what I'm saying?
I won't start the fight, but I'll be prepared to finish it. How come your tats are on different arms in different pics? I've been getting this question from a lot of people recently. They're sometimes it looks like your tattoo is on your left arm, sometimes it's on your right arm. The tattoo is only on my left arm. I can't get it over to my right arm real quick. But guess what? Sometimes I'm maybe taking a selfie in a mirror, and then what happens in a mirror? It flips the image. Please, I know you guys are smarter than that.
When are you buying your next car?
Well, we had the Tesla Model X, 10 out of 10 car in Texas. Sold it, came to Spain. We're driving the Audi RSQ3 now. But when we move into our new house, which we're actually looking at the construction right now behind y'all, at that point, then we have a driveway for 2 cars. That's when it's gonna make sense to get the second car.
Guys, this man has been on his computer recreating different cars. He's always oh, come here, check out this car, check out this car. Oh, what about this one? Have you seen this one? He's obsessed. You're obsessed with it.
Yeah, today, actually, we almost filmed a video instead of this Q&A going to test drive the car that I think we're gonna get next, but I don't want to jump the gun. We're going to put that off until after the house. So this guy's asking blocking versus unfollowing an ex. So I think he's saying, should I block my ex or just unfollow them?
Honestly, all my exes blocked me, but personally, I don't think it really matters. As long as you're not going to be in contact with them and you're not going to be tempted to look at their stuff. And if you are somebody that's like that, I would just block them. It's just not worth it.
At the end of the day, you're doing this for you, not for them. So how they perceive it shouldn't be the consideration. The consideration should be, are you tempted all the time to look at their shit? And if that's the case, then block them so you don't have that reminder every day. Do you and your partner need to have the same religion or just the same fundamental beliefs? Well, we are not an authority on this, so I don't think we can lay down the law here, and it's something we've struggled with a bit ourselves. Obviously, I don't talk about this a lot because religion's a very personal thing. Personally, I'm Catholic. Julia,
not religious.
Not a religious person. And there has been some tension there, especially because kids are around the corner, and then you start to talk about, how you're going to raise your kids, which are important conversations to have before the kids are there, obviously.
So obviously this is going to be an ongoing conversation for both of us, but I think the most important thing is the morals and being a good person, and that's what's super important to both of us.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I have my relationship with my faith and with God. That's something I'll expose the children to, but every individual, you can't force someone to think one way or think another way. Everyone's going to have to develop that own belief from inside of them. What to do when she is clearly upset, but she won't tell you why.
You want to hug her and kiss her?
No. Women all do this shit, right? And I think in that moment, they do want us to be overly simpy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. What can I do for you? But that's not gonna be best for like the actual relationship, because then every time she's not telling you what's wrong, you're just gonna be like, oh, don't worry, baby, it's okay, I love you, it's all gonna be okay. Instead, I think what's better is just to be like, hey, it seems like something's on your mind or you're upset about something, what's up? And if she just like, no, nothing's up, to be like, all right, well, you know, if you want to talk, let me know. And then I'll go on my laptop or just get some work done. And usually, you know, 20, 30 minutes later, Julie will come kind of like wandering out. Be like, so I needed a second, but like, blah, 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 blah. What's happening with your house in Austin? Why haven't you guys been back? So the house we're building in Texas has actually been completed. We're about to head over there very soon. So stay tuned on YouTube, as we're going to give you a very comprehensive update of that house.
Like a volcano.
Gains, bruh.
Workout complete. I know a lot of y'all are in the gym, working hard to level up your bodies, level up your looks, and that's why it's so perplexing to me that so many guys' shoe game is just missing.
And when they're wearing those old man shoes, ugh.
Just disrespectful to yourself, which is why I decided to partner with Thursdays to be the sponsor of today's video. So right now I'm rocking my absolute favorite shoes in the entire world, the Thursday Premier low tops. Their versatility is just unmatched. They look amazing with shorts. It's hard to find a shoe that looks good with shorts, but you can also rock them with jeans, with joggers, with chino pants. They're built from white Italian Napa leather, and you're immediately gonna look way more sophisticated with these on versus some Nikes or Adidas. And I'd also highly recommend you check out a pair of their best-selling Captain boots in matte black. These go perfectly with a pair of black jeans for a night out. They just have this sleek yet masculine vibe to them, which I love. And like everything from Thursdays, their construction and durability are unmatched. They're built with Goodyear welt construction, which is the gold standard for boots. Every pair is handcrafted. They use Kevlar blends laces for unmatched durability. Like, I've had my pair for over 3 years now and they still look brand new. It's insane. Honestly, you're just not gonna find another pair of sneakers or boots at this price point that contain this ridiculously high level of quality. So if you're ready to take your sneaker game or your boot game to the next level, just click that first link in description to grab yourself a pair of Thursday sneakers or boots at a ridiculous price with free shipping and free returns. Click the link, check it out. All right, where is the strangest place we've had sex?
My mom watches this. I can't tell you guys.
I'll tell you this. It's a pretty good answer, but that's private information, man. That's private information, my man. This one's for you. Does she ever feel like she's in your shadow with your popularity being so high?
No, not at all. I love what he does. I love how he helps all these people, and I'm just along for the ride.
I mean, I think we're being real. Women tend to be attracted to higher status men, even though women definitely, especially in this age, I think most women care a lot about attention and validation. A lot of the things they do on social media is for attention, but I don't think they're ever going to be like worried that the guy they're with gets more attention than them. That's probably a beneficial dynamic.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting. Like, you hear about like these guys that are okay with their wives or their girlfriends being an OnlyFans model or OnlyFans girl. I just think that there's some, I don't know, what do you like?
So you're saying the opposite doesn't work so well?
Yeah, no, I don't think it works so well.
Especially if it's sexual attention the woman's getting.
Exactly.
No bueno. How did you guys meet?
The real OGs know this story.
Yeah, we did a video back in like 2018 explaining this, but essentially we were both living in Boston in the Fenway neighborhood, 5-minute walk away from each other. We went to the same gym.
We had seen each other a couple times at the gym.
But then we matched on, I forget if it was Tinder or Bumble, and Julia flaked on the first date.
I'm never going to be able to live that down.
Nope. And I texted you something like...
He was just like, it's all good, like, hit me up if you want to ever hang out.
2 or 3 days later, lo and behold, she was like, I'm free on Thursday. Let's hang out on Thursday.
I hit him back.
She didn't want me to slip away.
And the rest is history.
Like a volcano.
I was trying to get Julie out here to do the next part of the Q&A in the water, but women, I was waiting for you out there.
I got in a little moped accident, cut my leg up, and it's healing, so I can't go in the water until the scab is fully healed.
Before you feel bad for her, the accident was that she pressed her leg up against the exhaust when she got off. As I said, females, our wildest moment together
Mine that comes to mind is that time we were in Arizona and we rented these doom buggies, and the guy didn't even really give us any direction on how to drive him or where to go.
He was like, yeah, hang a left about a quarter mile down, hang a right, hang a left, and
you'll be there. You're like on a mountain somewhere. Good luck. And he's like, if you don't come back in 3 hours, we'll come find you. I'm like, what?
That's a good one, but the one that comes to mind for me is, I think the first time we visited Marbella, we were sitting down at Rosa's Cafe having a coffee, and I was like, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think this might be a good place to live. And this was after we had just bought that land in Austin and started building the Austin house, so the timing was very inconvenient to bring that up. But Julia was thinking the same thing, even though she hasn't said it.
I was just so glad he brought it up because I didn't want to be the one being like, we should move again.
So when are we having kids?
We have something to tell you guys. We are very, very close. We just wanted to wait until we were in the house, but that keeps getting pushed off, so we'll keep you guys posted.
Let's just say next year, by the end of the year, there may be a baby beast running around. It might happen. It's wild to think that we're at that point. That's not something I was even thinking that I was going to be ready for anytime soon. I'm still not ready, but luckily I think the first few months and years is going to be a lot more on Julia's motherhood than on myself. So I have a little bit more breathing room, but it's definitely going to change things. Like, I'm not lying to myself. It's gonna change things, but that's the beauty of life, man. Things evolve, things change. We're not always in the same part of life forever. And yes, maybe it's a little bit going to be less independence in that moment, but there's going to be a lot of other gifts and benefits that come with it, I think. What boxes need to be checked before proposing to a girl? Well, we've only been married 1 year, so we're not the authority here, but we'll give you our top 3.
Have the uncomfortable conversation. So for example, is she gonna stay home and raise the kids, or does she want a career?
2, is the sex still fire? With a lot of relationships, the quality and the passion of sex just like go down and decrease over time. But if after 3 years, let's say, it's still fire, chances are you guys have that flame.
And number 3, ask yourself this question. Would you want your future son to be marrying the type of girl that you are considering?
That honestly might be the best test of all. Like, if you wouldn't want your future son to be with the type of girl you're marrying, what are you doing? For dinner tonight, a little Thai food at our favorite new spot, Top Thai. We keep bouncing between different Thai restaurants. Hey, look at this view behind us right next to the Thai restaurant. That's La Concha, the main mountain peak here in Marbella.
And no, we have not hiked it yet.
We're going to, though. What was the hardest period of time in your guys' relationship? Maybe when we moved from Boston down to Austin. At first, Julia was working a full-time job as a school therapist, and that's when things were really starting to pick up with YouTube, and we launched Edge, and I was getting busier than ever, so I was at home all day grinding by myself, kind of isolated. Then Julia would get back at 5?
Yeah, I get back from school, I was exhausted, and I just was like, I need to debrief, give me an hour. And he just wanted to talk to me.
Yeah, I just had all this social energy pent up, and I wanted to go, but she was also waking up before me and leaving, and I didn't, that type of dynamic, it wasn't really working for me, if I was being honest. So I was quite a good turn of events when I offered Julia, to work for us. So she was the first employee. I was like, I need some help now that we got Edge going, and she was down. You quit your job pretty quickly.
Yeah, I really didn't like what I was doing, and it wasn't good for my mental health, and I loved helping him, so. Yeah,
the relationship survived and has prospered since.
Thrived.
And thrived?
And thrived. And I thought you were gonna drop a beat.
I can surmise that the relationship has thrived while I shitted on these thighs with my big guys. You asked for it. You got it.
I don't want it.
Name your top 5 actors of all time. Love your movie reviews. Thank you, bro. I hope somebody does. Also a movie geek myself.
Oh gosh, this is so hard. Denzel Washington, Clint Eastwood, Anne Hathaway, who's the guy from Gladiator? Russell Crowe. And probably Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, Jason Statham, Keanu Reeves,
Oof.
Tom Cruise, Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington is literally the GOAT, though. You guys remember the Titans? My favorite movie.
He's not the GOAT, but he's definitely like the Black John Wick in Equalizer. Transition, we're going to see Equalizer 3 right now, and I'm pumped.
9 seconds. That's what I'll give you to decide your fate.
Equalizer 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
No, Equalizer 3 out of 10.
You're giving it a 3?
No, it's the Equalizer 3. What do you give it out of 10?
Oh, okay. Well, now when you say it like that, 8 out of 10. You know my guy, my goat. He's great.
I love the Equalizer. This is Denzel. The first two were in Boston. This one was in like Rome and Positano, where we just were last month. I feel like Denzel's just following us around. So I love the, the scenery and the selections. 8.8 out of 10.
Woo!
Classic. I'm gonna give it 8.9.
Ooh. And low key, we saw it last night. That's why the lighting is the same.
Yeah, we can't lie to you guys, but it was good. You should go see it. If you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend you watch that one next. In that video, I take Julia on her dream vacation to Positano, Italy. It is an insane vlog. Click there to watch it now. And if you're new to the channel, click down there to subscribe, because I drop 2 new videos every single week. You don't want to miss them. I'll talk to you in the next video. Stay beastly.